And what you're going to find is that the difference is going to grow exponentially with time. Now, there's some caveats here that sometimes confuses people. I'm not saying that if you plot these two things, like we will next week or this week, sorry if you made a mistake, you're going to get a perfect exponential. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have a harmonic oscillator. That's integrable, right? And the initial condition is going to be starting at the bottom with some velocity like this, or starting at the bottom with a velocity slightly larger. So how are these two trajectories going to look like? Because it's a harmonic oscillator, the period is independent of the amplitude, right? So these two particles that are together separate, but they come together. So if you plot, you're going to see something oscillating. That's not the behavior I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is after they evolve a little, but they haven't really got to the corner of the system. So in the beginning, they're going to separate linearly from each other because the velocity started out slightly different. So the velocity is slightly different. The separation is going to be proportional to the difference in velocities and the time. So they're going to do this. Okay? So there's going to be a regime there where the separation is going to grow linear. Now, when the separation is so big, that's the size of the system, they can't separate further. Like I start with two particles here, very close to each other, and they start separating. When they get on the opposite corners of the room, they can't separate any further. Right? And then, of course, this stops. So that's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is before the separation is as big as the system, there is this exponential growth. This exponent here is called the Lyapunov exponent. And every time you have no zero positive Lyapunov exponent, that's like the hallmark of a chaotic trajectory. And that's what happens in this region here. And if you don't believe me, calculate. It's very entertaining to do that. So in the homework, I told you to take exactly the system, start from the chaotic region, plot this, try to fit with an exponential and extract the numerical value of this guy. And then there are all kinds of interesting things that can happen. So for example, do you think lambda is the same if I start here or there? The answer is no, they're not the same. They vary, depending on phase space. What would be the Lyapunov exponent if I start here in the integrable region? It will be zero, because the separation there, the trajectory is going to separate linearly. Because they have slightly different velocities, slightly different positions, so they separate linearly, not exponentially. Anyway, that's the same test.
So, from this statement here, with the exponent, does that mean you can say if you have a chaotic system and you start things at slightly different positions, they will never be at the same point again?
No, it doesn't say that, because this breaks down when the separation is bigger than this.
But until you reach that, they can't be at the same point, because otherwise then they would evolve from it. So does that mean that you can take a system like a couple harmonic oscillators and say that they can't cross going the same direction?
No,
or you can't
even
form
that's not
chaos.
possible.
Okay.
This symbol here, that's not an equal sign, requires interpretation. And the best way to understand it, as I said, is to calculate the CD online. For example, in the problem that I gave you, you're going to see particles coming back. They go like this. They separate, they go back. Sometimes by accident they cross on top of each other. Separate, then they separate more. So occasionally they're on top of each other. It's a fluke. By the way, they're on top of each other not in phase space, in coordinate space. Two trajectories cannot cross in phase space. But that's why I have to do wrong. So that's what happened there. So it's like a general trend. And that's why it's hard to extract numerical values, even to define precisely at the same time. Because it's not like this is a function that's going to be exponential. It's going to be a complicated function. But you can see a trend. You plot it on a log scale, and this is like bam in your face. You're not going to have any difficulty after you see it to say what the exponent is. But it's not like you're going to plot an exponential. It's a good homework problem too. we know this phenomenon here is called sensitivity to initial conditions. Let me write this: sensitivity to initial conditions. It's probably something you've heard about it many, many times in your life, right? What's the other name people have for this?
Butterfly.
Yeah, it's the butterfly effect. And in case you never heard of the butterfly effect, let me tell you what it is. Think of the Hamiltonian system you're studying, the molecules of gas in the Earth's atmosphere. The dynamical system, the Hamiltonian system, right? And then the two different initial conditions is everything like it is right now, or everything like it is right now, but a butterfly flapping its wings in Tanzania. So the initial conditions are incredibly similar to each other, right? However, the motion of the molecules on the Earth's atmosphere is well known to be chaotic. So what's going to happen is 100 years from now, without the butterfly, we have a day in Maryland without rain. With the butterfly 100 years ago, we have a hurricane. It's a completely different outcome. And that basically gives there's a certain limitation of what you can do with classical mechanics if your system is chaotic, right? Because you never know the initial condition precisely. You always know some uncertainty. So by the time, if the system is chaotic, there is going to be a time where, the 10th figure in the initial condition is the one that matters. And then you don't know it, so you can't make predictions anymore. So it's kind of a breakdown of deterministic physics. Very different from the quantum mechanical one, don't confuse nothing with the other. But it is, right? In practice, that's what it is. So for instance, I mentioned this several times that throughout centuries, one of the problems people like to study in classical mechanics, people thought was important, was to prove that the solar system was stable. Or figure out that it's not, and everything is going to hell, right? And so what's the answer? And we don't know the answer. Because you plug all knowledge that you have about the mass of the planets, and we know everything, with great precision. And where they are, where they're going, and Newton's law of gravity, yada, yada, yada. You plug in a computer, it's no problem solving the equation, right? But are you going to trust your solution after a billion years? No, because it's chaotic. So whether the Earth is here or like half an inch to the left, in a billion years it will matter. Also, when you do a calculation numerically, and you've done that at the beginning of the semester, right? There are errors involved. There are errors because you discretize the time step, and there are errors because when you do multiplication in the computer, there's round-off error. Well, if the initial condition matters so much, why not the round-off error? Or whatever approximation you use in a numerical system. So you can plug any computer you want. At some point, you cannot say what's going to happen to the solar system. We know it pretty well, but not quite. A funny thing that happens in this region here, the chaotic region. The way I draw, it doesn't show. We don't call this a drawing, right? It's a Jackson Pollock. But if you try to see better pictures, or maybe produce your own, there's going to be regions where there are little tori here. And at the end of the tori, there are like little islands, where the system is not chaotic. And inside of the islands, there are little islands of chaotic motion. The thing is infinitely complicated, okay? It's fractal all the way to the end of the world, okay? So, I give a point, okay? I don't even know if I'm on a chaotic orbit or not. Even if I understand the system perfectly well, unless I have infinite precision about the initial position, I cannot, even for God, and I knew everything about the system, okay? You give me an initial condition. I can't tell you if it's in a periodic region, or a chaotic region, or in an integral one. Because you're going to give me numbers that are not infinitely precise. Now, if the boundaries between integrability and chaoticity were very well defined, like suppose there are only two blobs of integrability. Well, I don't know about here, it's borderline, but here it would be safe, right? It's chaotic. But that's not how things are. These regions here have little tentacles and little islands. They extend all over the space, and those little islands have holes in them and go like this all the way to infinity. So even knowing everything about the system, if you give me an initial point with a finite precision, I cannot tell you if this is chaotic or not. I can tell a probability, because I can look here, what's the area covered by the islands? One could figure that out in principle, right? But even that to just give a probability of your actual points falling into one of them. So yeah, it's very crazy. So we don't know. So there are calculations done that argue that Mercury is gonna escape the solar system in a couple billion years. A couple billion years is not that much time. Okay? The solar system has existed for what, 4 billion years? Something like this. And we know that systems that orbit with gravitational forces, every once in a while they spit out a planet or a star. Happens to galaxies, happens to everything. This thing is it going to happen to the solar system? We don't know. There is a good probability that Mercury is going to be expelled from the solar system. Not because, something from outside of the solar system comes and whacks it. That's obvious, right? I'm saying just by interaction with the Earth and Mars and Jupiter and all that, at some point, everything is going to come together and Mercury is going to have too much energy. But we can't do this calculation because of chaos. So there we go. So anyway, I hope, so all this, we have classes in this department called nonlinear dynamics. In fact, some of the greatest experts in the world, people who invented this stuff, happen to be in this campus. So I feel embarrassed to actually say too much about it. So you go take a class and you learn all this from them, right? And we haven't even begun to touch everything. Everything we did here was for Hamiltonian systems that are time independent. If you let Hamiltonian be time dependent, it's more interesting. For example, you can get chaos in one dimension. It doesn't have to be integral. Even this is not that much, because there are a lot of systems in nature that are not described by Hamiltonian equations. There's some other differential equation. It doesn't obey the UV theorem, it doesn't have any of that stuff. In fact, most of them, people study chaos, they usually study stuff like prey predator equations or economics or whatever. Okay? Hamiltonian systems are like a small chapter in the book. For us, the most interesting one, but whatever. So anyway, you may wonder at this point, what should I know? Okay, so I don't know. Okay, as I said, is a class of pictures. I allow myself to do this every once in a while. I don't know how to test you on this knowledge. I will find a way. But that's it. Okay, there's nothing you can do at home and do some equations. What you should do is to read about it and try. If you're interested, follow your nose and learn more about it.
I was going to ask, do you have recommendations for
No.
where to read?
I can keep looking. And I look because when you prepare a class first time in your life, you want to just be guided by someone else. It's easier. In topics that I know very well, I don't need you because I have my own way of doing things. Here, I don't know that well, so I'd like to be guided. But when I look, you can get 2 different chapters at the same level, rather than classical mechanics. 2 chapters on the nonlinear dynamics. They have absolutely no overlap whatsoever. And that's the end of it. Second, that's very technical. Those things get very hairy very fast. Yeah, it was hard. I told you, I wrote this lecture 3 times. And that's why I came out. So I have an idea how difficult that is. Yeah, I don't know. But Ed Ott is in our department. Just ask Ed. You know Ed Ott? Do you know Jim York? He's in the math department. We own only 10% of him. Oh, we don't want anything. He retired, right? But he's around. He's around. And many others. So you'd love if you ask them like a question like this. They're going to, basically suggest some article they wrote 10 years ago, and it's probably going to suggest. So yeah, it's not that easy. I can tell a few things. So Goldstein, for example, is a very classic book that you can find everywhere. right? This thing about the Ohio system, I basically took from that. Reading that thing is not bad. I think it does a decent job in a few pages, but nothing like this is comparable to do my homework. My homework is make those pictures, play around yourself. You have a question, try it, okay? That it's kind of a rare opportunity to be able to do that in a physics class. Answer your own questions by typing. So just do that instead of reading people. But Goldstein gets very technical, so you may or may not want to learn that. It's not, that chapter is, what I said is something that every physicist in our department knows. Yeah, for sure, okay? There are plenty of things in that chapter, say Goldstein, that nobody knows, except for Jim and I, okay? So that's why I feel like I shouldn't spend too much of your time here. This is an introductory level class, so I don't want to spend too much time here, but so you know, okay? All this lingo that I use, those pretty pictures and this soft information I gave you, something everybody knows and you should know too, otherwise you're ignorant. Okay, you're gonna be embarrassed on cocktail parties. Anything more than that, this is specialized. That's more or less all right? There's one little thing I want to do about Hamiltonian dynamics before we stop, so that's going to be on Tuesday. I made a wild choice of not teaching you Hamilton-Jacobi theory. If you're interested, read it. It's not complicated. We have all the proofs. But I felt like it's interesting. Okay? So we do a Bedaque invariance on Tuesday, and on Thursday my plan is to start fluid dynamics.
There's no school on Thursday next week.
That's true. So I'm gonna have what's that thing called? Thanksgiving. I'll put there beautiful lectures on hydrodynamics, and that brings down the level a lot. It's trivial stuff, palpable, and I like that sometimes. Right? So that's the plan of the class. How many? Do you know how many lectures we have left this semester? 2 weeks? 4 weeks?
Four lectures.
Yeah. So, you know, even hydro is going to be like lightning fast hydro. That's okay. We can learn something. All right? Okie dokie.